In the last lecture, we have discussed about piece rate wages system. Mainly, there are three different piece rate wages system. One is straight piece rate, second is piece rate with guaranteed day rate, and the third one is differential piece rate system. In today's lecture, we will discuss about three different differential piece rate. First is Taylor's differential piece rate system. Second is Merrick differential piece rate system. And the third one is Gantt differential piece rate system. Let's take the first Taylor's differential piece rate system. This method was given by F.W. Taylor. According to Taylor, there should be two rates in force under this piece rate system of wages. One for the worker whose output is less than the standard production, and the other for those whose output is more than the standard production. When Taylor's method was first introduced, the former rate used to be work done by the workers. First of all, by comparison of actual production by workers with the standard production, we have to comparison about the work done by the particular worker. It is decided whether the worker is efficient or inefficient, and then his wages are calculated accordingly. Under this system, an efficient worker is paid only 80% of normal wages. Whereas the efficient worker is paid 120% of normal wages. This is a way to encourage the worker of the organization. Let's take an example. Standard production unit per hour. And wages rate is rupees 10 per unit. Wages for production less than the standard production, then the wages rate will be 80% of normal wages, and wages for production standard or more than the standard production equal to 120% of the normal wages. On a day in 8 hours A product 75 units and B products produced 100 units. A produced 75 units and B produced 100 units. Then what is standard production? They work 8 hours a day. Then the standard production 10 units per hour. Then it will be 80 units. We can see that A's production is less than the standard production and B's production is more than the standard production. Then A will get 80% of wages and B will get 120% of wages. Wages rate for A per hour equal to 80%. Because A's production is less than the standard production, then he will get 80% of wages. Then the wages for A per hour will be 80% of 10. Then it will be at and the wages rate for B will be 120%. And then will be 12 per hour. Total remuneration for A (75 units) multiplied by 8 and B's remuneration 100 units produced and per unit remuneration is 12. 600 rupees for A and 1200 rupees for B. There is a disadvantage from Taylor's differential piece rate system. The main drawback in Taylor's system is the worker has to suffer a large penalty for his output being only a little less than the standard production. For example, the standard production is 8 per hour and the worker produced 7 units in an hour. His wages will be reduced 20% for his production being less than only 1 unit. The method does not guarantee wages even at the time rate. Because of these reasons, the method is not much popular. Merrick differential piece rate system. There are only 2 rates in force under Taylor's system, but in Merrick system, at least 3 rates are used. Okay, in Merrick system, there are 3 rates of wages. First, 83% of standard production and the rate is normal. Second, 83% to 100%, the rate will be 110% of normal rate. Okay, the third one is above 100%. Then the rate will be 120% of normal wages. Okay, there are 3 different rates of wages. When the worker produced 83% of standard production, then he will get normal rate of wages. And the production will be above 83%, below 100%, then the worker will get 110% of normal wages. And after 100%, worker will get 120% of normal wages. No guarantee is given of daily or time rate wages under merit system. Every worker is thus paid wages according to his output only. In the example, okay, let's move on our third system of differential piece rate system, Gantt. Important feature of the Gantt system is that it guarantees wages at time rate, and also it follows the principle of differential piece rate. Thus, even an insufficient worker gets wages on time rate basis. From this point of view, this system is better than the Taylor and Merrick system. Rates of wages under this system are if the production is below standard, then wages will be at a time rate. Guaranteed. Second, equal to standard. Wages will be time rate wages plus 20% bonus. Then it will be 120% of wages, normal wages. Third, more than the standard production. Then the wages will be wages at higher piece rate. For the whole production. Under this system, more efficient workers are provided incentive for earning more wages by improving their performance. At the same time, wages of the less efficient worker are protected because they get at least the guaranteed wages at the time rate, even if the production is less than the standard production. Okay.